Strange. Alright, I got my first luxury.
Oh, right.
Well, my first luxury that I improved, because obviously I got some luxuries from taking most of the Norway cities, but they still have like an army very much, and they've just retaken Carthage. So there goes my military production capacity. Which, yeah, Carthage for them is not sustainable to hold, so I'm not too worried about it.
Under the trade routes. It's joy of joys. There's another one. I'll be able to trade waves too. Or Romans is like, oh, I'll make peace, man. Just take whatever I have. I'm like, your lunch money is nothing to me right now.
Dude, what is happening, man? Oh my god, this game is so fucking garbage. I can't even move the camera anymore. There you go, now I can move again. What the fuck is going on?
I like it. I think it just started to turn. It like tries to show you the moves that happened.
I don't know, cause it's like my fucking arrow controls are suddenly like scrolling text inside of a unit's like description, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who would have it? Who would want that? Who would be like, man, I need those fucking arrow keys to scroll that text in that unit description. I mean, like, Johnny, get me somebody to fucking program that for me, please. And that just like, it's just fucking weird. All right, well, right, Babylon, you're the only independent city-state now, for now, until I re-liberate Carthage, which, I mean, man, it's it really has been burned to the ground over and over again over here. Yeah, because they definitely still have like a strong roaming army, which and a powerful navy. But like they can't use Carthage for anything because, you know, all its lands are on fire and such and such. So if I take Jerusalem, then that'll effectively be that Jerusalem is really their last stronghold. Move troops to Jerusalem. Just do it. Alright, Babylon. Babylon has 4 archers, a chariot, and a chariot. That's kind of like their army that they've had for a while, but It's apparently been a big help in grinding like fucking Thing's army down. I have an army of size of 351. You?
296.
The day slingers fucking kill the trireme. Oh, and Carthage immediately rebelled, and it's gonna go back to being a free city in 44 turns. Or is it? Hold on. No, okay, apparently it'll become like Carthage will become a Congolese city in 44 turns or something. Yeah, because what happened was like because the Norwegians still had like quite a large army of swordsmen, which they just charged into like poor Carthage, which hasn't like contributed anything since its liberation, and just destroyed it. And unfortunately, because I had taken like effectively all their cities, right, except for like Jerusalem and Bandar Brunei, they had no adjacent anything, so it just immediately rebelled back. So that was a very like if that was the Battle of the Bulge for them, it was like, you know, fucking they got nothing for it.
Poor guys.
They just beat up Carthage some more. I mean, I guess technically they did, like, because they did mean so that all my cities had like far less production towards units, but my army was already bigger than theirs, so I didn't really like have to produce like that much more units. Oh, they retook their coastal city, killing one of my level 2 slingers. Rip that level 2 slinger. And they took Sapsborg, but it's gonna rebel back to me. Like they have no foothold anymore, so there's nothing they can do. It's over for you. You've lost.
Fuck, I can't put this city under siege. I can't.
Does it have a coastal tile?
Yeah.
Jesus, hold on. It's some fucking control or whatever the hell that's doing this. Where it's like, Oh, you know what should fucking happen is like whenever you fucking select a unit or a city, we're just gonna make the arrow keys fucking move the stupid fucking slider in there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? Who would ever want this? Can't even rebind the arrow key controls. Oh my god. Yeah, so pretty much when you're selecting a unit, don't move your arrows. I think pretty sure like when you're selecting a unit or a city, don't be moving your camera. Pretty sure that's what's causing it.
I know I had like issues when I like right click and then like it goes off screen, and you're sort of like you're gonna have to like hold it forever, the arrow key. You're sort of like fucked.
Oh man, it was so good. Like, if I had to fight their army like straight up, I would have probably lost because of just how strong their swordsmen are compared to my special units. But I just managed to like blitzkrieg their homeland before they got like anything like walls or something, and I just destroyed their mainland, which completely like eliminated any kind of influence they had. Like they know it's like I destroyed their HQ. They no longer had like they had like an army still, but they had no organization. So any kind of thing that they did just like completely fell apart after that. So good. So good. So what's happening on your end?
I'm fighting a war against Rome, which I'm winning, and I'm like sort of wrecking their land. I like plundered like 3 trade routes already. Although I'm not sure I'm gonna able to take any cities because they have like quite well fortified. Rather, I can't seem to put it under siege, so it's very difficult to grind down. But I think I have it now. I have it like ticking down quite fast.
God, Jerusalem has one production, right?
Yeah.
And 22 food. Like they just have zero production in Jerusalem. Like holy shit. It's pretty impressive. I would actually build a trader just so that they can get some production through trade till they can build their own. Hope I've almost managed to wipe out Norway. That's their last city, Bandar Brunei. That city-state that they took. They still have quite a sizable army, all things considered. They have a military size of 311, which is technically more than what I have. Though a lot of it is in navy, which has proved very useful. Not that, which has proved very useful in they managed to take one city during, like they managed to retake one of their cities with their navy and then immediately lost it because there was no adjacent pressure.
Well, I mean, could still be classified as useful in a useless way.
Unfortunately, the Sapsburg did send loads of barbarian soldiers. I think they're just gonna, their navy is just gonna continuously bully Sapsburg until I destroy them. Well, after killing, like, after I defeat Norway, unless they like somehow manage to miraculously turn this around, um, I can like start effectively just disbanding my navy or disbanding my military. Because then if I just have a strong navy, I can like dominate the little landmass that I'm on.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good if you discovered me, because, you know, it would be nice to get some trades going.
Oh, it would. Like, because then I can afford discovering you, if you know what I mean. Because my guys still don't know how to swim.
Oh, yeah. I think I've discovered that thing.
There we go. Norway has been defeated.
Oh shit. Very good.
I kind of wanted to liberate them instead of conquering them, but I accidentally chose keep city. How do I fix that?
You can't. You made your decision.
No. Oh, well, I'll just keep them then. Yep. Unfortunately, like their units don't like turn into like rebels or anything. They just disappear quietly into the night, you know.
Like trading with Arabia would be super good, but like they're going. I would have to go through Egypt, and I don't think I want to do that.
Hmm. Can we actually go back like a turn or so and a half? Because I do actually really want to just liberate Bandar Brunei. They have like no benefit in being under my control. It's kind of dumb that you can't do it afterwards. You okay with that?